We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Titans, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give. This is Cook. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Handoff comes to Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 1st quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Second and 16. Back to throw here. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught. Mitchell. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Back to throw now on first down. Got it complete to West. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down now, it's Cook, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw here. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? He'll drop to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Evans. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Evans on the toss left side. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's West. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That's probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Evans. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Darrington Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a run with Cook, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 62 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and long. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are right back in this football game. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy,
you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They get this out left. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, a run with Evans. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 77 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And he dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll go right back to Evans. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Evans. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This likely a must-have 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Evans. And this time he is in. Darrington Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.